Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to Cricket Happenings, your favorite show here with your host Ram. And well, the two matches that I'm going to cover today is between Australia versus Sri Lanka on the second day of the first test at Galle, and Zimbabwe's very confident performance after actually giving Bangladesh a tough time when the Bangladesh toured there by winning the one-day internationals and the one-off test match, and today putting up a very good show at the in the first test against Pakistan by making 245 for 4. I'll come to that later, but let's talk about the Galle test where in the second day 16 wickets fell. The ball is turning and well, the wickets are falling. And the hero today was the debutant. Well, one has to congratulate the Australian management for actually taking such a decision, a bold decision of including Nathan Lyon. Even though Michael Beer was available, Nathan Lyon was pushed into the limelight. And well, he was not only pushed into the limelight, he got pushed and he also grabbed the limelight today. 15 overs, 3 maidens, 34 runs and 5 wickets. So he was the one who was responsible for Sri Lanka putting up a very dismal performance and getting rolled out for 105. Now, the other thing that Nathan Lyon did on his debut, he became the second Australian player on his debut to take 5 wickets. And the other thing that Nathan Lyon did was with his first delivery, he got a wicket. Now, that is something which is a real record because what he did is, and he got a very vital scalp of Kumar Sangakkara, who was caught by Clark in the slips with a beautiful delivery which turned across the face of the bat for Kumar Sangakkara, and Clark in the slips actually pouched the catch, so Sangakkara was gone. But the first wicket to go actually was Tilakatne Dilshan, and another debutant picked up the wicket, and that was the only wicket that Trent Copeland got. Copeland definitely bowled well, and Copeland actually had Tilakatne Dilshan caught by Ponting. It was in fact the first ball that Copeland bowled to Dilshan. Unlike what Nathan Lyon, the right arm off spinner, bowled, Dilshan actually cracked him for a boundary. The second ball, and almost an identical ball, another forcing shot by Dilshan, but this time at extra cover, Ponting grabbed the catch and Dilshan was walking, caught Ponting, bowled Copeland for 4. So this was what the debutants did, and well, it was a very unfortunate story for Sri Lanka. The ball was turning, Nathan Lyon took full advantage of it, and wickets started tumbling. On a day Sri Lanka were 105 all out, conceding a lead of 169, and Australia right now definitely look like taking this match, finishing at close of play, even though they were also getting some dose of that, with Rangana Herath once again bowling very well in the second innings. 115 for 6, 283 runs ahead Australia. So just talking about the game here, Paranavitana was now the other bowler who did well. He was Shane Watson. Shane Watson, what he did is he showed some good reverse swing bowling and picked up 3 wickets, 6 overs, 1 maiden, 11 runs and 3 wickets for Shane Watson. Paranavitana was LBW ball Watson for 29. He was the highest scorer. You can just imagine this, LBW ball Watson for 29 with 3 boundaries. Jayawardene was run out for 11. It was Copeland who actually had a good throw there to Haddon, and Jayawardene was gone. Sangakkara was out for 10, as I told you. And the middle order was rocked by Watson when he picked up 2 vital wickets. Now, Thilan Samaravira, who is one of the best test match players, and Prasanna Jayawardene, who has a good test match record, was scalped by Watson with reverse swing bowling, which Samaravira was LBW ball Watson for a duck, Jayawardene was LBW ball Watson for a duck, and Sri Lanka were really sinking, 87 for 5 and became 88 for 6 when Paranavitana departed. And after that, Nathan Lyon came in and wrapped up the match by picking up the wicket of Angelo Matthews, was clean bowled for 5. Suraj Zanade was caught Ponting bowl Lyon for 9, and Rangana Herath caught Johnson bowl Lyon for a duck, and Lakmal remained not out on 2. Velagadra was caught and bowled. That was a beautiful catch by Lyon. Nathan Lyon also showed what a good fielder he is. He just flew and just picked up the catch of the ball of Chanaka Velagadra of his own bowling to pick up his 5-wicket haul. And what bowling, superb bowling from Nathan Lyon, the right arm off spinner. 105 all out Sri Lanka, and the bowling figures: Harris 8 overs, 5 maidens, none for 6 was economical. 1 for 24 for Copeland, 12 overs, 3 maidens on his debut. Mitchell Johnson 9 overs, 1 maiden, none for 26. Nathan Lyon was the man of the day for Australia. 5 for 34. Shane Watson 3 for 11, complementing him beautifully. Now, what was very good about Lyon was he also had the loop, he also had the turn, and he was also basically making the batsman think while playing, and that was what was very important. Australia in their second day, 15 for 6 currently, 283 runs ahead on the at stumps on the second day of the first test at Galle. Well, they lost an early wicket today. Shane Watson was out to the very first ball from Vellagadra when he was caught by Samaraveer on the slips for a duck. So that was the first wicket to go. Phil Hughes was along with Ponting. Ponting was taken by Luckmal. He was caught by Herath Bowl, Luckmal for 4, and they were 5 for 2. Phil Hughes contributed 28 with 3 fours and 1 6 before being LBW to Dilshan. Now after that it was Rangana Herath all the way. Rangana Herath picked up the wicket, but there was a good partnership. Clark was the only person who really stood there. I mean, really gauged the pitch, used his feet against the spinners, smothered the spin very well, and played very well. He made 60 runs with 7 fours and 1 6. He was a victim of Herath, and Michael Hussey was caught. Parnavitana bowled Herath for 15, and Brad Haddin continued his horror form here. He was once again gone, this time for a duck. He made 24 in the first innings, as you know. He made ducks. Haddin has been really struggling, and that is a very worrisome factor for Australia. Caught because he comes lower down in the order, and lower down the order he could contribute some runs, but he has been a real failure. Caught Jayavardhane bowled Herath for a duck, and at stumps Usman Khawaja was not out on 2. Mitchell Johnson was not out on 3. 115 for 6 Australia. Vellagadra 3 overs, 3 maidens, no runs and 1 wicket. Luckmal 1 for 18. Herath was the pick of the bowlers, 12.5 overs, no maiden, 51 runs and 3 wickets. And Dilshan bowled he bowled 5 overs, 1 for 22. Now this is as far as this match is concerned. Now since I don't have time, I have to really talk about the match between Pakistan and Zimbabwe, which is going to be just a summary, I would say. But Zimbabwe have really given them a lot of credit. They put up a very gallant show here. They at stumps on day 1 at the Queen Sports Club in Bulawayo. Zimbabwe on the first day of the test series has finished with 245 for 4. Tino Mawoyo is still there, not out on 82. He showed what a defensive batsman he is. He has taken 273 balls, and this is what test match is all about. Tino Mawoyo played beautifully. The only thing that was troubling him was Saeed Ajmal's Dusras, which troubled all the Zimbabwe batsmen. Saeed Ajmal was the pick of the bowlers, 29 overs, 6 maidens, 75 runs and 3 wickets. Vusi Sibanda played an aggressive knock. He pulled well. He also played one beautiful straight drive of Sohail Khan. He was stumped by Adnan Akpulpul, Saeed Ajmal for 45. That was the first wicket. He had 9 boundaries in his 45. Masakadza failed today. As I said, Dusra was very difficult to pick for the Zimbabwe batsman, and Saeed Ajmal was the one who was doing the trick there. Hamilton Masakadza was bowled by Saeed Ajmal for 11 with 2 fours. Brendan Taylor, the captain, failed. LBW bowled Saeed Ajmal for 10. And Sohail Khan was the other bowler who actually picked up the wicket. Taibu, after contributing a very good 44 with 6 fours, and he was the one who played Ajmal very well, read the Dusra very well, and played him very well. He contributed 44 with 6 fours. He was a victim of Sohail Khan, caught behind by Adnan Akmal. At stumps, Tino Mawoyo, what a knock it was. Not out on 82 with 10 fours, showing what a good test match batsman and good test temperament, technique, everything was there. The only thing that worried him was the Dusras, but he survived those Dusras and he's not out on 82. And Craig Irwin is giving him company, not out on 38 with 6 fours. That's the stump score, 245 for 4 Zimbabwe, playing on the first day against Pakistan. Sohail Khan, today there was a surprise that Sohail Tanveer was not there. Zimbabwe were always worried about Sohail Tanveer. One doesn't know if Sohail Tanveer would have been there, what would have been the case, because Ajmal was the one who was troubling them. Probably Sohail Tanveer, all the Zimbabwean players who are being talked to have been telling that Sohail Tanveer is the one, the worrisome factor, because he gets a lot of reverse swing and he's a very canny bowler. But he was not included today, unfortunately. Sohail Khan, 17 overs, 7 maidens, 1 for 42 on his debut. So there were debuts for Aizaz Chima and Junaid Khan of Pakistan, and Greg Lamb of Zimbabwe made his debut. In fact, Sohail Khan, 17 overs, 7 maidens, 1 for 42. Aizaz Chima, 15 overs, 7 maidens, 1 for 48. They couldn't really make any inroads because 71 runs was the opening partnership between Tino Mawoyo, the opening batsman, and Vusi Sibanda. Junaid Khan bowled well, 21 overs, 12 maidens, none for 39. Sohail Khan also dropped a very easy catch. Saeed Ajmal, 29 overs, 6 maidens, 75 runs and 3 wickets. Hafiz, 8 overs, 1 maiden, none for 28. And as I said, Zimbabwe have put up a very good show against Pakistan on the first day, just continuing on their effort against Bangladesh. And Pakistan have to bowl very well. Now, Tino Mawoyo, as I said, is looking a very good test match batsman. His technique, his temperament, everything is good about it. The only thing that worried him was the Dusras. But so the Zimbabwe team definitely showing lots of improvement. And well, I think Zimbabwe are really looking like a team slowly coming out of the shadows now. Well, other than that, I don't have anything. Unfortunately, let me tell you, the Pakistani bowling was left a lot to be desired. The debutants couldn't bowl well. Junaid Khan, who did very well in the English county circuit today, even though he bowled well, he couldn't pick up the wickets, and that is what matters. So they missed that. Aizaz Chima was also didn't get any wickets. As Sohail Khan got one, but again the pace bowling attack looks a bit very weak according to me. But well, one has to wait and see what really comes up on the second day. And also one more thing I would like to mention here: Misbah-ul Haq, the Pakistan cricket captain, actually won the toss, and one was really wondering. He put Zimbabwe into bat. Probably one would have expected Pakistan to bat first, but Misbah-ul Haq actually put Zimbabwe in. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the Cricket Happening Show for now. I will see you all tomorrow in the next match report. Until then, it's Ram bidding goodbye. Thank you.